Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Sam from Zroder Bet. In this video I'll be doing the wrap up of all the picks and the bets that I'll be taking for UFC Fight Night 93, Santos versus Walker. I'll also be talking about the prop bets that I'm taking, and then I'll just run through some thoughts after the weightings and whatnot. So guys, I'm not gonna be breaking down things too much here, just gonna be briefly touching some things. And starting off the bet, right off the bat, this is it was a quite tough fight quite tough card to bet. It's still not easy, but the odds now became quite interesting in my opinion. Some guys that I like it, people are betting the other, so I think it's there's some value in some things here. So to start off with all the picks between Krzysztof Jotko and Cirkunov, I'll keep my pick with Jotko, but we saw on the weightings Cirkunov looks really tight and lean and strong, so if you got Cirkunov in an early market, it looks good, but still I'll be rewarding a little bit more the consistency here. So I'll keep Jotko, and then between Joe Solecki, just give me a second, guys. Alright, so moving on, between Joe Solecki and Jared Gordon, I'm picking and betting Solecki. Actually, people are betting Gordon, so to me it's even a little bit more interesting to bet Solecki now. Douglas da Silva versus Pirello, I'm picking Silva. And I threw Silva in some parlays, but I didn't quite put it here, so let's keep it this way. Kevin Holland versus Kyle Daukaus, I'm picking and betting Daukaus. Casey O'Neill versus Shevchenko, I'm picking O'Neill but betting Shevchenko. Paris versus Johnny Eduardo, I'm picking Paris but betting Eduardo. Niko Price versus Alex Oliveira, I got a bet now on Alex Oliveira at plus 160. Good value there in my opinion. Alexander Hernandez versus Mike BReeden, I got Hernandez in a fairly early market. I'm betting him, parlaying him. Stephanie Egger versus Shayna Young, I'm picking and betting Egger. Carol Rosa versus Betty Correa, I'm gonna be betting Correa. Guys, she's now like a plus 450, so it's a rather interesting bet there. I didn't put it here, so let me just keep this way, just to keep consistency and not change these things much, but I'm presenting in the video. Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker, I'm picking and betting Santos. Jamie Mullarkey versus DEvonte Smith, I'm picking and betting Mullarkey. Alright, so guys, as I tell you guys, I have a Patreon, and you guys can support me there. What I'm gonna be showing you guys here is part of the $15 tier. So these are the best prop bets in my opinion for this card. Starting off with Stephanie Egger by decision, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think she wins, and she has a decent chance to submit Young. Also, Young can win, guys. Young is it's an athletic girl. She's the better striker of the two. If she stuffs the takedown, she could win. But to me, the value is on Egger because she could make competitive on the feet and take it to the ground, basically control from there. O'Neill versus Shevchenko going the distance is minus 115. This actually surprised me. I think this is a good prop bet. Jotko by decision, it's my pick. Bet Correa by decision, guys. A little bit of a long shot. I think everybody's super high on Carol Rosa. There are some questions on Rosa. Alright, so I'm not so sure that Bet Correa gonna be the one forcing the answer, but there's a small chance that Bet Correa gets inside and makes it a clinching match. Make it a boring fight, and it could go either way. She gets inside of the clinch and keep making Carol Rosa to fight moving backwards. The question is, Rosa can take this to the ground. It's pretty much one-sided. I'm not sure. I still have these questions where I'm not yet convinced that Rosa has that much of a discipline. She's still young, so I don't know. To me, it makes sense to bet Correa here. Holland and Daukaus go the distance. I think this is also a decent one because they're both tough. I expect actually Daukaus to win by decision, as you guys see here. I have a bet on Daukaus by decision. That's my pick. But Holland could also win by decision. Daukaus is tough. To me, the main question here is the mental aspect of Daukaus and whether we're finally gonna see Kevin Holland adapting and showing decent takedown defense. It's not gonna be easy. Daukaus is a big guy and he knows what he's gonna do. He has a good wrestling game and a good BJJ game. So to me, the value is on Daukaus. I'm betting him there. Right. So guys, just to run quickly through the some of these things here that you can see. I told you guys about Eduardo. I think people are just fading him because of the age. I think the value is there. Egger, as we spoke about already. Douglas da Silva, it's quite a tricky matchup to bet. I ended up putting Silva in some parlays because I think he should win. Pirello, he's a tough guy, he's a big guy, but he gets inside and makes mistakes, and I think Andrade gonna time him, take him down, and pretty much dominate there. He should do it. It's a pretty safe path to victory. He's not the most consistent guy, so that's why it's quite tricky on Douglas, but the safest path to victory definitely there. Mullarkey, like I told you guys, should be... It's a tough fight, DEvonte Smith, super athletic and whatnot. But Mullarkey, tough guy, pushes forward and could take it to the ground, plus getting side and bang with Smith. So to me the value is there on the dog. Correa we touched already. Shevchenko we touched already. Solecki and Gordon, like I told you guys, Solecki to me is the bigger guy here, and he should be able to take it to the ground. From the top, he should be very dominant. Gordon, tough guy, pushes forward. If he stuffs the takedown, has a decent chance. Especially if he keeps grinding. So I'm not totally confident on Solecki, but to me, he should win this one. Hernandez versus Breeden. Hernandez, I told you guys, is super athletic. Should be able to find a clean shot or at least make it a grappling match and fairly comfortably win. Cirkunov, questions on the middleweight division, but super big guy, heavy hitter, great submission game. Price and Oliveira, this is rather an interesting one. I'm picking Oliveira, guys, I told you in the breakdowns. Price is a tough guy, I have no doubt about it. He's going to try to get inside and bang and take it to the ground. Oliveira, he could do the same. This guy is very physical for the welterweight, so it's anybody's fight. Anybody could finish the other at any point. This could go decision. It's a pretty wild fight. I like Oliveira to plus 160. Good value there, in my opinion. Holland and Daukaus, we touched a little bit. Daukaus, to me, should try to implement that wrestling game plan. And then we have Santos and Walker. I told you guys already, Santos, one of my confident picks here. Walker super dangerous, the flying knee and whatnot. Big guy, massive range, tall, etc. But he has holes, he exposes himself. Thiago has enough experience and enough power to match him there. We'll see what happens. I think Thiago Santos should win there. Alright, so guys, just a real quick touch on the Patrons. So, Lock of the Night and top 2 parlays, exclusive video for Patreon, early releases, so you guys can take a look on future cards, combine your bets. For $15, it's exactly this what I showed, line by line, all the props that I'm taking. And for 50, I have the ultimate package where you guys get everything before, plus every single bet line by line. Let me show you guys here, plus access to this spreadsheet so you guys can analyze, take your time. So these are all the bets that I have open, so for future cards, parlays and everything, the props. So you can just take advantage of this, combine future cards and use this to your best interest. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you later. This is Sam from SOriano Fernando Padilla, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.